Hello, tribe. Welcome to Move Easy Yoga with Kathy. Today is Saturday, November 27th. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. So today we're going to go ahead and start with the static rest. So you should have a chair or whatever support you want handy. Just a quick review about using Zoom. You will be muted. If you want to ask a question, just unmute yourself and ask, or give feedback if you want. A few tips. We will move slowly because moving slowly trains the brain and the body. And for better movement, become aware of your movement and your breath. Mind-body connection is yoga. We'll repeat the movements 3 to 6 times. And listen to your body. If you have pain, you want to make your movement smaller, make it slower, or stop altogether and rest and breathe. So we're going to go ahead and warm up. So we'll be supine with your legs on a chair or a bolster to support our lower back. And that's because I was on my feet a lot this weekend and my lower back began to hurt. So we're going to be here for 5 minutes. So make sure that your legs are at a 90-degree angle. And you don't have to be on a chair if you don't want to, but this will support your lower back and give some traction to your lower back. And we're going to be here for 5 minutes. Now, as far as your arms, you can do cactus pose, which is a good chest opener. If you're not comfortable with that, that's fine too. Just put them at your side. That's good too. Whatever works. And just normal breathing. Bring yourself into the room. Bring your breath into the room. And just relax. Okay. Now stay where you are and just move your head from right to left just a couple of times, very slowly. And then we're going to do vagus nerve reset. We're all familiar with this. You keep your head stationary. You can hold it with your hands, or you can just keep it stationary. And you only move your eyeballs to the right, just your eyeballs, until you feel a sigh, a swallow, a gulp, or a yawn. Oh, which, excuse me, comes right away for me. And then you move your, not your head, just your eyeballs to the left, keeping your head stationary and facing forward till you feel a gulp, a swallow, a sigh, or a yawn. And then just one more time to the right and to the left without my cueing. And then the next thing we're going to do is head ramping. So you can put whatever you want behind your head. You can have your washcloths for support. You can use a sponge ball. I'm using a couple of therapy balls. And you put them at your occipital ridge. And then you press your occipital ridge to the floor. The chin follows, but does not lead this movement. And then hold it for just a couple of breaths and then come back up. So press, hold, come back up. One more time. Press, hold, come back up. This is so good for text neck. If you look down a lot, reading on your phone, on your iPad. One more time. Down, press, come back up. Okay. And we're going to do some breath work. So you can switch out whatever you've got. We're going to do square breathing, which is a count of 4. So you inhale for 4, you hold for 4, you exhale for 4, and you hold for 4. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale.
Kathy,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Should our legs still be up or should we lay
Legs
with?
can still be up. That's fine. If you
Okay.
want to, you can push the chair away or whatever support. It doesn't matter. Whatever is comfortable for you.
Okay, thanks.
No, thanks, Caitlin. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. Whatever is comfortable for you. If you're comfortable with your legs up, that's good. If you want to put them down, straighten them, bend at the knee, feet on the floor, that's good too. So one more on the breathing. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Just one last one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Okay, now you can push your chair away or whatever it is you're using. So we're going to do our favorite hyperpressives. So I messed up my phone. There it is. So hyperpressives, the position you start with is you are supine. Your feet are flexed, so your heels only on the floor. Your legs are bent. Your knees are about shoulder width apart. And we're going to start with the classic hyperpressive and then do one bridge. So your arms come up in front of your chest, palms towards you like you're hugging a tree. And then you flip your palms towards the ceiling. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple of deep breaths, and then we're going to take 3 deep breaths. On the third breath, when we exhale, we're going to keep the air out, and our lungs will be empty of air, and we'll hold that for a count of 12, and then inhale and come out of it. So arms up, flip your palms towards the ceiling, feet are flexed, legs are bent. Breathe in and out. Deep breath in and out. Now really deep breath in and out. Hold it out, no breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Breathe in, arms come down, breathe out, feet come down. Okay. We'll do that one more time and then we'll do a bridge. So feet flex, arms up, hug that tree, flip your hands towards the ceiling, deep breath in, out, in, out. Last one, deep breath in, and then out all the way, all that air out, no air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Breathe in, arms come down, out, legs, feet come down. All right. Now we're going to do a bridge, which I'm going to scoot down so you can see everything. So we go ahead and do our arms are next to us on the floor. We go ahead and do the 3 breaths. On the third breath, when we exhale and our air is out, we lift our hips and then our arms go above our head. And we hold that position for the count of 12. And then when we take the inhale, we come down. So we'll do one of those. So feet are flexed still, but arms are at our side. So breathe in and out and in and out. Deep breath in and out, no breath. Lift your hips into a bridge. Your arms go back over your head. I'll count to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Inhale, hips come down. Exhale, arms come down. All right, very good. just so you know, hypopressives are good for incontinence. They strengthen your pelvic floor. I know that it helps me when I do them. So now we're going to go to floor seated. And I recommend cross-legged because we're doing the side bend. And we're going to time for 40 seconds on this. So cross-legged on your mat, back straight, and go ahead and lean towards the right with your hand on the mat, slide it down the mat to your right. Your left hand comes up and over like a ballerina, elbow towards the ceiling. We'll hold this for 40 seconds. No, not 2 hours, just 40 seconds. Halfway through, we'll move our arm. So I love this particular stretch. It just wakes up my body. So lower your arm until you feel that stretch in your underarm and the back, your side of your back, the latissimus dorsi, the swimmer's muscle. All right, arm up and then torso up. All right, other side. Slide your hand along the mat. The other upper hand, the right, goes over in an arch. Try to reach your elbow to the ceiling. We'll hold this for 40 seconds. Make sure both hips are on the floor, that your right hip is not raised up. Just go as far as you can over to the side. Now lower your arm till you feel that stretch, your underarm and down your back, latissimus dorsi, the lats. It helps if I reach for the wall with my upper arm. There we go. So arm up and torso up. Now we'll do the spine twist, which is also cross-legged. So left hand on right knee, you're turning your back is straight, but you're turning your upper spine to the right. Your right hand is behind you with spider fingers, gesture fingertips touching the floor. Now you can look to the end of your mat on your right, or you can look forward closer to your left shoulder. It's either one, just don't look up. We will hold this for 40 seconds. Now for an option, and this is entirely up to you, you can do a rib cage slide, which is your ribs, just your ribs back and forth. Do not engage any other part of your body if you can. That's just an extra. And that would be back and forth, right to left. Or you can be stationary, it's up to you. There you go. Now slowly turn around and to the other knee. Right hand on left knee, left hand behind you, spider fingers. We'll hold this for 40 seconds. Again, the option is the rib cage slide. You don't have to do that. You can just stay stationary. Your neck again can be, or your head can be facing the camera, or it can be facing to your left, closer to your left shoulder. That's up to you. Make sure your back is straight. Should be able to feel the stretch in your upper back. Okay. Slowly come around. Now we're going to do a movement I just particularly like. I call it hip circles. And so you're cross-legged. You're going to, with as straight a back as you can, lean forward towards your right knee. I have my hands underneath my knees. You can have them on top, that's fine. And then move your torso over to your left knee, straight across, and then up. And then down to your left knee, facing the floor, straight across to your right knee, and then up. Again, we're moving slowly and purposefully. So down to your right knee, straight across to your left, and then up. Down to your left knee, across to your right, and up. One more. Down to the right, across to the left, and up. Down to the left, across to the right, and up. There you go. Now, this is where we have the chair. And I have two chairs because I have short legs and there are a couple things to do. So this is my first chair. There's a reason that I've got it this way. So let's go over just real quickly how to sit in a chair properly. Let me adjust just a little. So you want to sit in a chair so your feet are flat on the floor. If they're not, put them on a brick or some kind of support. When I'm in a regular chair, my legs are so short, I do have to put them on something. That's why I have this. It just actually fits me perfectly. Straight back. So we also need our strap for this exercise. Hold on just a minute. Okay. So we're going to do the shoulder stretch with the strap. I'm going to move a little bit further back so you can see what I'm doing. So you take your strap and have it in front of you. Arms are straight. And what you're going to do is lift it up over your head. So your arms are straight and your strap is in each hand, one strap in each hand, and go back as far as you can. You may have to lengthen your grip on the strap to go back. And if you can't go back all the way, that's okay. Just go back as far as you can. If you feel pain, stop. Try to go back as far as you can. And then when you come up again, since your stance on your strap is so wide, you may need to wind it around your hand and then come forward. And then go overhead, go back as far as you can, and then come up again. And this is the awkward part because you have to wind your strap around your hand again. Okay. So this is the last one. Strap ahead of you, above, and then back. And then above. And then forward. Okay. Now, again, just unwind. If your straps wound around your hands, just unwind it. And we're going to do a side bend with the strap. So you've got it above your head, a little further than shoulder length apart. And we're going to lean to the side, to the right side. Keep your strap above your head and come up, and then to the left side and come up. And then just one more to the right side. And then to the left. Okay. And now we're going to do what's called shoulder flossing. So what that is, we're going to go ahead and start on the left shoulder. So your strap is on your left shoulder. Your left hand is holding it near your shoulder. Your right hand is behind you, holding it as well. So your hands can be as close together as you want or as far apart, but we pull the strap up with our left hand and pull it down with our right. It's like we're flossing our back, like we're scrubbing our back in the shower. So back and forth. This is really good shoulder work. Just go as far as you can though. I have a tight right shoulder, so when we do the other side, I won't be able to go as far. So up and down. That's the movement, but keep it slow and purposeful. Okay, now we're going to go the other way. Like I said, I have a tight shoulder here, so on your right shoulder, your right hand is near your shoulder holding the strap. The left hand is behind you. I have it right around the small of my back. And we're going up and down. More movement on this side. So 5 or 6 times up and down. Okay. This is a good thing to do while you're watching TV. All right, now we're going to do everybody's favorite, squats. So let me just set up real quick here. Because I'll need a couple of props. So this is why this needs to be low for me. Basic chair squat. So you have your chair and you're standing in front of it. And you go to sit down, put your butt out, go to sit down, but don't sit down all the way. Make sure when you do this that your knees are not beyond your feet. And then stand up. So go to sit down, get your butt ready to hit that chair, and then stand up. One more. Go to sit down. You're almost there. And then stand up. So this is a good exercise actually to do in the bathroom. The toilet's a good prop for that. Now I'm going to move this one and use a regular chair just to demonstrate. Now you can use a chair at this point. You can use a counter. You can use a bookcase, anything that's solid. The chair I know isn't very solid, but I'll be okay. And we're going to use the chair, the back of the chair, as our prop. So let me. So hang on to whatever it is. I actually use kitchen or bathroom counter for this. I hang on to the edge of the sink. So we hang on, we're about 1.5 feet from the chair. Our feet are shoulder length apart or hip length apart. And we go down, hanging on to the chair or the bookcase as far as you can, and then come back up. Go down. Make sure your knees are not going beyond your toes. Come back up. Boy, I'm beginning to feel this. And then go down. And come back up. One more. Go down. Come back up. Good job. Good job. Now, we need a block for this. We're going to do a resting squat, either on a block or without. That's up to you. So you can use a block a couple of different ways. You can have it the tallest and then just squat on it, sit on it. You can do it on the side, or you can do it the lowest. So, or you can go without. Your feet are flat, your knees are bent. So we're gonna do this for just 1 minute, because I'm running out of time. Maybe 1 minute and a few seconds. So if you're having trouble with this, you can always sit on the block. I found myself the other day, I was cleaning before Thanksgiving, and I was cleaning the floor, and I found myself squatting rather than kneeling on the floor, and it really made things easier. I could reach more and I could move around. The full pose on this would be the prayer pose with your elbows at your knees, prayer position. Again, that's just an option. But if you do that, you can push your knees apart. Squats are so good. They're, I have to admit, I'll be honest, they're not my favorite. That means I have to do them more. Okay. So come out of that. We're going to do the back bend at the wall. We're all familiar with this one. And I need to do some production work here, so just bear with me. So back bend at the wall. You're standing with your back against the wall, maybe 6 inches away. Your arms go up, your palms, if you can, rest on the wall behind you. This is a chest opener. Your hips should stay flat. They don't jut out. Your chest will. So we'll hold this position for 40 seconds. If you can, put your palms on the wall. If not, your fingertips are fine. They should be by your ears or lower. All right, come slowly out of that. And we're going to do the spine twist at the wall. So you are now standing with your side to the wall. Your right foot is forward, if it's your right side on the wall. Your left foot is back. Put your hands up, your elbows are at your sides, but your palms are up facing forward. And then you twist and put your palms and your forearms, if possible, on the wall. Your hips are facing even parallel with the wall, but your chest is facing towards the wall. So we'll hold that position for 40 seconds. So this is a really good stretch for the back. Okay, come out of that slowly. And we'll do the other way. And I'm going to have my back to you for just a minute, just to demonstrate. So left side against the wall, left foot forward, right foot back, arms up, and twist towards the wall slowly, forearms and hands on the wall. Hips are facing even parallel with the wall, 40 seconds. Okay. Come out of that. We're going to go back to our mat. So again, give me a minute for some production work here. We're going to do some core work. We all love core work, don't we? So whatever you call these, they're leg lifts, whatever. We're doing lower core work. Legs are straight, then they come up into tabletop, and they go down together without touching the floor, and then up again into tabletop. We're going to do 3 reps of 10. So here's the first, tabletop, and then straight out, don't touch the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, rest. A good position to rest would be knees together, feet apart, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, but whatever is good for you. Catch our breath for a minute. Okay, here we go again. Tabletop. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, rest. Oh, and one more round of that. Ready? All right. Last round. 1, 2, 3, excuse me, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there. 9, last one, 10. Oh, okay. Oh, all righty then. That's really good for your lower core, which also helps the pelvic floor, like the hypopressives we did earlier. So now that we're down here, let's go ahead and do our prone back extension. So, hold on. Need to adjust just a little bit here. Okay, so we're lying prone on our stomachs. And what we're going to do is lift up our head and our shoulders and our upper torso and our arms. Now, if you can't do this or you can't come up very far, that's okay. Come up as far as you can. Or if you can't come up at all, just lift your arms. What we'll be doing is we'll be holding this position for 40 seconds. So head down, inhale, and then exhale, come up, starting the timer. So your head is facing the floor. It's like your head ramping towards the ceiling. You're pressing your occipital ridge, excuse me, towards the ceiling. Your arms are up, palms towards the ceiling. If it hurts your back, your lower back to be high, lower yourself down. Or if you can, try to get a little higher. Inhale and exhale, come down. Now we're going to do that again, but then we're going to do airplane. So we go up and then we go out like an airplane with palms facing the floor. So inhale, exhale, come up. We'll be here for just a second. And then inhale and exhale, your arms go out like an airplane. We'll hold this for 40 seconds. Again, if your lower back is hurting, you want to lower yourself. Or if you can, come up just a little bit higher. Remember, pressing that occipital ridge towards the ceiling. Oh dear. We're going to get extra time on this. I didn't hit the timer right. Hold it as long as you can. If you can, come up a little bit higher, but again, watch that lower back. I'm going to go ahead and stop. Okay, inhale and come down. Very good. Oh, that's a tough one, I know. We're going to do it one more time. Just one more time, and this time I'll hit the timer correctly. So head down, arms at sides, and inhale and exhale, come up. Inhale, exhale, arms go out. There we go. If you need to lower yourself, that's fine. But if you can't, come up a little bit higher. Inhale, exhale, come down. Okay. Now we're going to do the thoracic stretch. So for this, you want to be flat on the floor, nothing under your head. Your arms are straight out in a T. The side of your head is facing your left or your right. Right now I'm facing left. And you want to keep both shoulders on the floor at all times, shoulders and underarms on the floor. If you're looking left, lift your left leg over your right. Your hips can move, but your upper back stays where it is. Your shoulders are on the floor. That left leg can do whatever it wants. We're going to do this for 40 seconds. Left shoulder on the ground. Right leg is straight, left leg is over. Your left hip is going to rise. You can stack your hips if you can go that far. You can roll your ankle, wiggle your toes, stretch as far as you can. Bounce your foot on the floor if you can reach that far. Just go as far as you can without pain. If you have pain, back off a little. Now return your legs and your hips the way they were. Turn your head the other way and do the same thing. So I'm turning my head the other way, but I'm still going to talk to you. So turn your head to the right. Keep again, both shoulders and underarms on the floor. Take your right leg and go over to your left side. Your hips can move. Your shoulders stay where they are. You can bend your knee, stretch point and flex your foot, circle your ankle, whatever you want to do. Tap your foot on the floor if you can reach it. Keep those shoulders on the floor. All right, bring it back. Good job. Now we're going to, as soon as I find my glasses. Our last pose is going to be a child's pose. So you can have your knees apart or together, whichever is comfortable for you. Child's pose. Reach your hands forward. As I've heard in other classes, touch your third eye to the mat if you can. Now, walk your hands over to the right as far as you can. And then to the left. As far as you can. And then back to center. Stretch your arms out as far as you can. Stretch one side, then the other, then both of them. It's a good shoulder stretch. Oh. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and lie on your backs or whatever is comfortable for you while we do the Yoga Nidra meditation. Make sure that you're comfortable and warm enough. I'm going to lead you through a 61-point guided meditation. Works deeply on your nervous system to balance your subtle energies and increase your mental harmony. So get into a comfortable position. Make sure that you're warm enough. Again, I will guide you to systematically move your attention through internal points as I mention them. Allow your awareness to flow to these points without moving any part of your body. Begin with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, the center of your throat, your right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. Go ahead and start to move, stretch. Put your arms above your head, stretch one side, then the other. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists and your ankles. Move your shoulders. Go ahead and hold one knee to your chest. Hold the other knee to your chest. Hold both knees to your chest and rock back and forth, feeling that massage on your lower back. And when you're ready, roll towards the camera using your lower arm as a pillow. Your other arm is flat on the floor. And just pause a minute there and thank yourself for doing this for your body. I don't know about you, but I always feel so much better after a class. And then go ahead and rise up. You can unmute yourself, put yourself on gallery. I can't do that for you. Okay. Prayer position.
You can remove the spotlight, Kathy,
Oh, okay.
so that we can see all of each other.
Remove spotlight. There it is. Okay. So we can all see each other. Yes. So prayer pose. Press our hands together really hard. Feel some of that shoulder work we did. And then loosen it up. And I want to thank all of you for coming today and sharing this with me. We are all, remember, we are all light, one light, and we are all together as one light. So I want to say, have a great day today and namaste.
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 And
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I
Thank
want
you.
to remind people that for the weekend, for Black Friday, all of the Naboso website has all of their products on 25% off.
All right.
So, yeah, so that means that the Naboso balls are 19 instead of 25. So,
Okay. That's this weekend only, the weekend of Thanksgiving.
yeah, this weekend, Black Friday.